Hey guys, you may or may not know me from TikTok, but I just wanted to branch out into YouTube. Because this is my first video, I just want to go through my top 5 reads from each genre so you guys can get to know me a little more and what books are my favorite. It's kind of cute. But this book right here, I don't want to hear anything bad about this book ever in my life. Okay, starting off with romance, I have The Summer of Broken Rules. This book was so cute, guys. It did get a little confusing sometimes with all the family members. However, I just thought this was so cute. I definitely recommend it, especially because summer's coming up. It's about these kids who are like on a family vacation. They're not related, but they're like family friends and they're on a vacation. It's just super cute. They play a fun little game. It's like wedding environment, like her cousin's about to get married. I think it's her cousin. I don't know. I'll put the synopsis right there. It's so cute, guys. I definitely recommend it, especially for summer coming up. This is a recent read of mine, First Time Caller. I finished it this month. It's so cute. It follows Aiden and Lucy. And Aiden's like this talk show host. This is him on the cover. He's kind of cute. But like him and Lucy's love was just so real. It was so well written. And I just fell in love with the characters and I fell in love with the environment because I'd never heard about like radio talk shows or like podcast type books. It was so good. And sometimes I would listen to it on audio and the woman who's narrating and the man who's narrating were so good. Like I felt so immersed in the story. There's the synopsis for you guys. It's so cute. I definitely recommend. If you're a mood reader, you could honestly read this in spring or like honestly any time. But I say spring. It's very like springy. And I read it this month and I loved it. I rated it 5 stars. This is a popular one. This is Keeping 13. Guys, this book was so good. I read Binding 13, of course, but Keeping 13 was even better for me. Obviously, like, these books, they don't look thick, but they're really thick because the font is so small. But I flew through this book. Honestly, it was so good. It made me laugh. It made me cry. I love Gibbsy. I love Shannon. I love Johnny. Of course, like, sometimes it was a little cringy, but I just think it's worth the read. Like, Binding 13 was good, but Keeping 13, 10 times better. And we're not going to mention the nails, okay? I was peeling off the chrome. I need to redo them. Anyway, The Paradise Problem by Christina Lauren. I love Christina Lauren. I eat up her books. Like, they are so good. This book made me audibly laugh. I had such a good time with this book. I don't hear many people like talking about this book, but they should be because this book is insane. It's so cute. It was so funny. It was kind of weird that West was like a grocery store food chain owner, but like I thought it was kind of funny. It was kind of quirky. It was different. So should you read it? Yes. During summer, absolutely. This is such a summer read, and summer's coming up, guys. This is perfect. I thought this book was so good. I finished it so fast, and it's quick. It's like 300 pages. It's so good. I love it. This book right here, this book is the first book I read from Christina Lauren, my favorite. I read it probably a year ago, and I think about it every single day. Christina Lauren, I love you. Love in Other Words, I love you. This book was insane. Like, it was so much fun. I cried. I bawled, actually. Like, I don't even know. Like, I think this was the first romance that I gave 5 stars. Like, it was insane. Like, it was so good. Everyone needs to read this book. If you take one thing from this video, read this book right now. Thank you. Here we have Mystery and Thrillers. This was hard to narrow down to 5 because honestly, I'm kind of like a mystery girl. And I didn't become one until I started reading Frida. We've all been there. But okay. Let me start with the Frida book. My favorite Frida book of all time. Actually, yeah. It's kind of tied with The Locked Door. The Locked Door was so good. That was really, really good. But my favorite, and The Housemaid. Oh my god, The Housemaid is so good. But I also kind of enjoy... Okay, whatever. My favorite Frida book, that has been my favorite Frida book for almost a year. Never lie. Guys, I don't understand the hate on this book. This book is so good. The plot twist I did not expect. People were like, oh, I expected it. Like, I saw that coming up. No, you didn't. You just want to be different. I promise. This book is so good. I was like 5 stars. 5 stars, 5 stars. No notes, no complaints. Well, actually, there is one complaint. In the beginning, it was kind of very slow. However, when it picked up, and I was like, definitely, if you're a mood reader, read this in winter. This is a winter read. This is, because it's like snowing, there's stranded in like a snowy mountain, I think. I don't really know. I read this book so long ago, and I'm not a rereader, but I still remember that I loved it. So, I love it, and you should too. Yes, yes, yes. I don't care. I actually haven't really heard bad reviews on this book. This book is awesome. This book is everything. I flew through it. It's so good. I have book 2, 3. That's it. I still haven't bought the 4th one because I haven't even read the 2nd one. I have this issue where, like, if there's a series, I read the first book and then come back to it in like a few months. So I haven't continued the series. The first book of The Naturals, so good. Loved it. Should I keep reading? Question mark. Because this happened with Jennifer Lynn with the Inheritance Games. I read the first one, so good. Read the second one, Third one, And then she keeps coming out with more, and I'm just like, I'm not gonna read it. Like, I feel like it should have just been one book. It should have been one book. So I'm kind of scared to continue this. I also heard there's a new book for this series coming out this year. So I'm like, should I finish the series and then get the new book? Or like, what? As Good as Dead. Listen, I loved A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I ate that book up, because it's so unique. Like, I had never seen a book like that ever before. And I ate it up, and it was so good. And I thought that was, like, the best book ever until I got to this book. The second book, meh, it was alright. But the third one, and also, I was, like, sleep deprived when I read it because I read it during a 12-hour readathon, and I was, like, on the 11th hour, and I was just done. However, I still ate it up. And I listened to the audio, and I was like, yes, this book is so good. It still follows like that mystery element, and it's still like the same format as A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. There's also pictures in this one, which I thought was really cool. Yeah, I just loved it. It was so unexpected. Plot twist crazy. I loved it. You should read it. But you do have to read the first 2. You definitely have to read the first 2 to get to this one, or else this one just won't make sense. So, yeah. I say push through to get to this one, because this one's so good. Okay, guys, this might be a little controversial. Don't look at the author, okay? Don't look at the author. We don't support her. She's banned. However, I read this book before all the tea came out about her. I'm not even gonna say her name. She doesn't even deserve to have a name. Sorry. But I read this book before all the tea came out about her. And guys, I love this book. Like, it gave so much housemaid vibes. Like, so many housemaid vibes. I just loved it. Like, sorry, I hate the author. However, I ate this book up. Yes, I did. And I have no shame in that. I hear mixed reviews about this book, and I see both sides. I see why it's a 5-star. I see why it's like a 2 for most people. However, I thought it was good. So 5 stars. If you've never read a thriller / mystery, read this right now. I'm telling you, your life will be changed. I don't go a day without thinking about this book. I don't. It's so good. Like, if you take 2 things from this video, read Love in Other Words and read this book, I promise. I see some people saying like it's boring and predictable. No, it's not. It's not. It's not. Just read it. Just enjoy the literature. Like, it's so good. I thought it was great. I ate it up. The plot twist didn't expect. Maybe I'm just gullible, or I don't know. Read it. Okay, on to fantasy. I don't want to hear anything bad about this book ever in my life. This book was so good. Like, I felt like fantasy was like a subplot. However, the depth to Juliet was insane. And like, even though obviously I'm not like magical, I don't have her curse, I don't touch people when they die, but like, I still felt like she still felt relatable. You know what I'm saying? Because she was like isolated and like, oh, it was just so good. So well written. But I also haven't finished the series. I haven't even read book 2. And this book ends on a cliffhanger, but I've just been sitting with that cliffhanger for a good 8 months. Will I ever finish the series? Probably not, if I'm being so honest. Because the series is so long, I'm scared. I'm scared. But this book is so good, so I'm like, should I do it? I don't know. Convince me. Because I've heard it only gets better. So I'm just like, should I just stick it out for the long haul? Because my problem is like, I feel like I'll get bored with the series and with the characters. So I don't know. You tell me. A classic, The Hunger Games. Beautifully written. Insane story. Insanely original. It was like heartbreaking. Rue? When was this?
Rue?
Listen, let's just get into the car, okay?
When was this?
If you know, you know. But I'm just like so upset. This book is amazing. No complaints. Have I read the rest of them? You should know me by now. Am I going to? Yes. Yes, because I will rewatch the movie probably 7 times, like all of the movies. And there's a new one coming out this year, and I'm just so excited. So I feel like I have to read the rest of the series before the movie comes out in November. Do I think I'll be able to do that? No. No. Will I try? Yes. Yes, so. I love this book. Yes. 5 stars, 5 stars, 5 stars. I don't care. I don't care. This is another situation like Good Girls Guide to Murder. The first book, ate it up. Second book, so good. The second book was so good. However, the third one is 10 times better. Like, I annotated this one. I'm just like, ooh. This one's a banger. It's so good. Like, the plot twist throughout the series was cray. The first book was kind of simple, you know, like it was just introducing you to the characters, the world building, which was great. Loved it. However, this action. The second book did leave on a cliffhanger. That's why I just had to finish the series. Like, this is one of the like 3 series I finished, and I wish I hadn't because I want to relive this. I want to read this for the first time. I'm just obsessed. Literally, this quote should convince you to read it. Everything I've done, everything I've planned will be for nothing. What do you mean? What do you mean? Read it. Guys, I don't care. I don't hear enough people talking about this book. I really don't. Because this book is insane. Like, vampires? Okay, usually when I'm reading fantasy, it's like dragons and like people with like regular magical powers. there's vampires. Hello. Haven't read a vampire fantasy before. This was my first one, and I ate it up. So good. It's thick. She's thick. However, I had so much fun. My friend got this for me for my birthday, and she read it and annotated it for me so that it could be like we were reading it together. And I just like cherish this book so much because of that. I just feel so like special that you took the time out of your life to read this book and annotate it for me. And I just had so much fun reading it. Even on audio, it sounds really good. I just think you should read it. And I want to read more vampire fantasies. Thank you. Last, but certainly not least, okay? A classic, Fourth Wing. Don't care what anyone says. Everyone's like, Fourth Wing's boring. No, it's not. Okay, no, it's not. This was like the second fantasy I'd ever read. And this book was so popular when I first joined Book Talk, and I see why. Okay, I don't care. She's thick. She's really thick. However, it doesn't feel like it. When you're reading it, I just felt like I was flying through it. Like I was just enjoying myself. And like at the time, this was so niche. Like I've never read a book like it. Still haven't. I don't want to hear any critique about this book. However, I will hear critique about Iron Flame. I tried to read it. I was page like 50 and I quit. I was so bored. And I was so upset because this book left on a cliffhanger. However, Iron Flame, no. And I'm not gonna finish it. I already know I'm not. Everyone's like, no, like you have to read Iron Flame so you can get to Onyx Storm. I don't care. Honestly, I don't care. I'd rather this just be a standalone, and so that's how I'm treating it. Like a standalone. So this is my favorite standalone ever. Like this is such a 5-star for me. Like I loved it. I eat it up every time. Honorary mention number 1. There's only 2. Honorary mention number 1. Kristin Hannah, I love you. This is the only book I have of hers, the only book that I've read of hers, but I will be buying every single book that she ever writes. Yes, I annotated this. I pick and choose whenever I annotate. When I know it's about to be a good book, I annotate. Because I had heard so many good things about this book, and every single review was correct. I saw like a few 1 stars, but I chose to ignore those. Because, what do you mean you rated this 1 star? What do you mean? What do you mean? That doesn't make sense. This book was perfect. I found nothing wrong with it. I literally read it in 1 sitting. And you see how thick it is. I read it in 1 sitting. Yes. I think it's a good 500-600 pages. And I read each and every page sitting down on the couch. Let me just read you 1 quote. Someone left her behind, she followed. Someone told her she couldn't do something, she did it. Every barrier she turned into a gate. Period. Period. Yes, read everyone. This is literally about the Holocaust. If you've read Night for school, because I know most people read that for school. I read it for school. This is Night on steroids. Obviously, Night was real. It was someone who was actually in the Holocaust, and he wrote about it. Kristin Hannah wasn't in the Holocaust. However, she wrote about it so deep. And I can tell she did her research. And it's about 2 sisters. One sister who decided to stay quiet during the war. Not quiet, but she wanted to keep her head low during the war, while the other sister fought to save others during the war. It's just gorgeous, beautiful, stunning, amazing writing, insane writing. I bawled, you will bawl. Read this book, or if you don't read this book, you're crazy. This book will change your life. The Way I Used to Be. When I first read it, I was like, this is good. Not 5-star, but this is good. But looking back, this is 5-star. This was like horrible, like in the best way possible. Like, I enjoyed this book a lot. It was deep. It was hard to read sometimes because it was so descriptive, but it was so real. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just so good. Will it make you cry? I don't know. I didn't cry. But I see other people crying, and I understand why people would cry. Because this, ooh, check the trigger warnings. Read at your own risk. However, it is so beautifully written. Yes, you have to read this. You must. Well, that was all for my 5 books. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe. Give me a little like if you enjoyed my video. I hope you learned more about me. I hope that if you take anything from this video, read any/all of the books I suggested. I thought they were all really good, and if you didn't like them, I don't want to hear about it. No, I don't, because for me, they were 5-star. For me, they were 5-star. For me, they were everything. All of them. All the books that I told you today, all the books that I listed today, 5 stars. So good. So please read them. If you already have and you liked it, talk to me about it so then we can chat. Don't forget to follow my TikTok if you don't already. Make sure to subscribe, hit that like button, and share if you want. Share to your other book besties and show them what books they should be reading. If you don't trust me with this review, I don't know. Do you even trust me at all? Okay. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.